All right, we're going to do some half swan now. So what you'll do is you're going to take the mat and put it down underneath your pelvis now. And you can use 2 if you want, but I'm just going to stick with 1. Just a little bit of a cushion. And then we're going to have our legs turned out and on the ground, squeezing our heels together in turnout or lateral rotation. And then we're going to have our wrists again on our foam roller. And what you're going to do is as you exhale, you're going to separate the legs and turn out, lift them off the ground, and just roll yourself up halfway, extending your upper back. And then we're going to go back down and look at the ground as we inhale. Breathe out, separate the legs, lift them off the ground, and look over your roller. And then you can inhale and go down, and you can lower your legs to the ground if you like. Keep those knees straight. Exhale, separate the legs as you lift them and look over your roller. And come back down. And again, exhale. This is 4. Head reaches out and away. Your roller will come towards you a little bit. And then we're going to go back down, and the roller will roll away a little bit. But it'll just naturally happen. You don't have to push anything here. And again, breathe out to come up and extend. And breathe in to come down. Do keep your head off the ground, though. And keep it behind your arms. 5 more. Exhale. Our legs are in turnout or lateral rotation now. And come back down. 4 more. Out and lift. And come back down. 3 more. Roll and look just over your roller. And come back down. 2 more. Separate and lift. And come back down. 1 more time. Separate and lift. And come back down. Yay! Let's rest back into our child's pose. That was fantastic. We're going to move into some side lying leg exercises now. I've doubled it up, so we have 2 mats under our hip. This oftentimes gives us a nice cushion so it doesn't get too painful if we have some bursa or wider hips issues going on there. And I'm actually going to have the band around the ball of our foot, and then our roller is going to be out in front of us to help remind us not to get our arm relaxing or moving around, which sometimes we do when we do these. So we are going to set ourselves up with our hip on the cushion, and then the bottom leg is going to be bent, and you want to have your tush, your shoulders, and your head all lined up with the back edge of your mat. And then we're going to take our band and not lose our roller around the ball of our foot. And one of the reasons I like the synced band is because it's wider, so it's easier to keep it around the ball of your foot when you're pressing in and out if you've used the other bands before. All right, now we're going to bring our hand under the side of our head and reach our head out and away. And then we'll have anchor the band down on the roller. And if your roller starts moving, that's showing that you're not stabilizing with your upper body while we do this. All right, so waist is up and the knee is bent. We're going to take a big inhale, and then exhale. You're going to reach that leg out nice and straight in line with your body. Make sure your roller doesn't go anywhere, but keep the band still. And then inhale, you're going to bend the knee in. And exhale. Reach the leg out. You're going to try and line it up with your hip. and then bend it in. Now as we bend it in, we want to avoid the hip going back. So your leg should come back over the roller and it shouldn't roll back behind you. This is 3. And inhale, bend it back in. And then exhale. Abs are up, waist is up. 4. And inhale in. We're going to go for 10. 5. And control it in. Remember, eccentric control. Exhale. 6. And control the band in. Don't let the leg drop. Exhale. 7. So if your knee starts hitting your roller, you know that you've dropped your leg too far. Exhale. 8. And draw it in. And exhale. 9. Draw it in one more time. Exhale. 10. And control it in. Nice. Okay, we're gonna go on our back and just let that top ankle rest over the bottom knee. And now we're gonna flip over to the other side, and I'm gonna give you a back view so you can see what's going on the back side here. So we're gonna flip on over, and we'll set ourselves up. So you want your tush, your shoulders and your head with the back edge of your mat or whatever you're lining yourself up with. You're going to have your roller out in front of you, and I'm going to move this out of the way and put my band on here. And we're going to have our band around the ball of our foot. And you can even it out. And then you can bring your roller down. And I need to shimmy myself down a little bit. So the bottom leg is bent. The top leg is bent over the roller. Your hand is anchored on the roller, and your underneath arm can be rested, supporting your ear. Waist is up. Big inhale. Here we go. Press it out and bring your leg in line with your left sits bone. And then inhale. Control the band back forward. Again, make sure your arm doesn't move and the roller doesn't move. 2. And then bend it back in. Make sure you're looking out and away here. Big exhale. 3. And control it in. And press it out. Pull the belly in. Keep the waist lifted. 4. And bring it in. And press it out. 5. And bring it in. And press it out. 6. And bring it in. 4 more. You can push through the ball of the big toe if you have enough strength to do that. 7. And bring it in. 8. Control it in. 2 more. 9. And bring it in. Check your waist. Did it drop like mine? 1 more. Pick it up as you press that leg out. 10. Very nice. All right. Good job. Let's flip on over to our back again. And you can now take your top leg, which is my left, and just rest it over. Okay, now we're going to flip back over here. So now we're going to have the same setup, except for we're going to do reaching our heel out and back on a little bit of a diagonal. So let's put our band back around the ball of our foot. Try not to kick your roller off onto the floor if you're on a raised platform. And then you'll have the band in your hands again. And we're going to slide ourselves back down sideways on our little cushion. The bottom leg is bent. We're lined up. Tail, shoulders, head with the back of our mat. Hand is under our head. We're holding the band, making sure that we don't roll the roller back and forth. And if you lost your band, you may be rolling your roller back and forth like I was demonstrating. So let's try that again, kids. All right. All right, let's flip to the other side, and then we're going to put our band around the ball of our big toe again. And even it out best you can. You're going to hold on to it. Same setup as what we just did. Tail, shoulders, and head in one long line. The bottom leg is bent. Underneath hand is supporting your head. And we're anchoring this on the roller, making sure we don't move the roller back and forth. And then we're going to actually reach our leg out, flex the foot, and turn the heel to the sky. Waist is lifted, and what we're going to do is reach the toe down to the ground and see if you can touch the ground but keep the heel lifted and the hips still. And then you're going to reach the heel up and away to the back. If you're by a wall, you can try and touch the wall behind you. Inhale, toe goes down. Keep that right hip from going away from you. Exhale, lift the heel. So it may feel like you pull your right hip up a little bit as you lower the leg down, and then lift it up and back 3. Lift the right hip as the left toe goes down, and exhale, reach the heel out and back 4. And inhale, toe down. Exhale, heel out and back 5. Inhale, toe down. Exhale, 6. Inhale, toe down. Exhale, 7. Keep the knees straight if you can. You're going to get a little work there. 8. 2 more in those quads around your kneecap. 9. 1 more, toe down. And reach the heel out and up. 10. Ooh, good times. All right. We're going to roll to our back. Undo our band. Do a little cross here. Let it release. Okie dokie, other side. Here we go. Flip ourselves over. So this is really good for all the muscles in the side of our hip. And remember, you don't have to touch all the way down. If your body doesn't want to go all the way down, no need. Or your toe doesn't want to go all the way down. But it's really good to strengthen the eccentric control of those outside hip muscles this way. Okay. Even our band out. Grab it in your hand. Flip yourself over. Now, we've got our bottom leg bent. We've got our band anchored on our roller. Underneath hand is underneath our head. And we're gonna go ahead, anchor it, and press this leg out, stacking our hips. And we're gonna lift our underneath waist. And you're gonna reach and bring the toe down to the ground as you keep the hip in place, and then you're going to slide the heel up. You can imagine you're sliding your heel up and down a wall, and then bring the heel up. Or you can actually go up against the wall and slide your heel up and down the wall. This is 3. So as the leg goes down, make sure that left hip doesn't go with it. You want to keep the left hip still. And lift it up. 4. Look straight in front of you with the waist lifted if you can. And 5. Notice if your roller has moved around at all. Reset it if it did. 6. And bring it down. And lift it up. 7. And bring it down and lift it up. 8. So it may feel like you lift the left hip as you reach the left foot down and bring it up. 9. And lift the left hip as you bring the left foot down and bring it back up. 10. Very nice. Okay, those are delicious. All right, band off. Bring that ankle over the knee and take a little rest here. And now we're gonna flip back over to the other side. All right, we're gonna flip to the other side here, and we're going to take our band and put it back around the ball of our foot. And now we're gonna do the same idea, but in turn out a little bit. Okie dokie. And we're gonna set ourselves up. Same way, tail, shoulders, head, bring it back. We're gonna take and place our hand on the roller, trying to stay steady. Bottom leg is bent. Now the top leg, stack your hips, lift your waist, and the top leg is going to start turned out a little bit to the front, a little bit higher. And now you're going to reach your heel down and back and try and bring it back as far as you can go, opening the front to the hip. So we're going to bring it up and forward. And then squeeze the glutes and hamstrings, hollow the abs, and bring it down and back. And oops, did you see my hip rock with it? Let's not do that. And bring that heel up and forward. And keep the hip right where it is. So it may feel like you have to lift your right hip towards your shoulder a little. And again, foot up, turned out, and then heel down to the ground. 4. Inhale, bring it forward a little bit, and exhale, straight down, heel to the ground. 5. You may not get it all the way down to the ground. It depends on how flexible your hip situation is. 6. 4 more. Inhale and exhale. 7. 3 more. Inhale and heel to the ground. Keep your hips still. 8. My hip likes to go all over the place. Do better than me. 9. 1 more. Bring it up. And let's bring it down. 10. Okay. So just a little bit different angle of our glutes and hamstrings and lateral rotators, etc. A little stretch. Release. All right, here we go. Other side. So we're gonna flip it over. And then I'm finding it easiest if we come up and put this on and then lie back down after we flip. I didn't say easy, I said easiest. Okay, band goes around the ball of the foot. Even it out the best you can. Band goes in your hand. Tail reaches a little bit back here. Ideally we've got our tail, we've got our shoulders, and we've got our head all lined up. Bottom leg is bent. Top hand is anchoring on your roller. Remember, we want to keep our roller still. Bottom hand goes under the head for support. And then we're going to turn out and reach our heel a little bit forward. And then we're going to take and reach our heel down and back to the ground, but keep our hip from dropping down. You want to keep it still. And then bring it forward and a little bit diagonal, turned out. And pull it down as we breathe out. And lift it back up too. And pull it down as we breathe out. Try to keep the left hip from rocking back. Mine rocked back a little bit. and bring it back up 3, but that's okay. You just put it right back in place if it goes somewhere you don't want it to go. 4, bring it up, and then control the heel to the ground. 5. So we're just gently turned out in our hip socket, and the rest of our leg is reflecting that turnout. 6, big inhale, big exhale. 7, big inhale, big exhale. 8, big inhale, big exhale. 9, and big inhale, big exhale. 10. We made it through those. Very nice. All right, flip back over onto your back. But we're not done. Okay, so now we're going to flip over to the other side. And again, let's come up. This time we have to regroup a little bit because we're going to do some arms and legs simultaneously. So we're going to, first thing you're going to do is take your band and tie one end of it around your ankle. And I like it in a little knot. Now you may end up doing the ribbon dance a little bit here, but we'll figure that out in a moment. And then you want the tassel to the outside of your ankle, and you can line it up just above your ankle. All right? So it'll be like this, and then I like to check it out before I get down here, because we're going to do some rainbow arms and some T arms while holding the foam roller between our ankles. Hey, no big deal. Let's see how many bloopers we get out of this one. All right, so you're going to take this and you're going to do your best to line yourself up in the middle with your feet in parallel. Again, I've got 2 little mats here. Can be very helpful with your cushion. And then you get to pick how much tension you want. So the first one, we're going to start, if I can get situated here. We've got our underneath waist lifted, and we're going to start with our arms up in a T like this, reaching your fingers to the sky, head is out and away. We're going to keep our feet flexed, and you're going to bring your waist to the floor as you lift the legs. And then you're going to lower the legs back to the ground, but keep your arm up with a little tension. Let's go again. 2. And now control it down and keep that arm up with a little tension. And again. 3. We're just going to do 5. And again, you're going to draw it up and then control it down. 1 more. Draw it up and control it down. All right, now we're going to lift it up. Our waist is reaching to the ground, and we're going to bring our arm up overhead, and then we're going to bring it back to our T. 1. Try stay in parallel the best you can. Try keep the legs lifted. 2. And 3. 2 more. And 4. 1 more. And 5. Nice. All right. Let's go ahead. Roll to our back. And you can cross whichever leg you like over the other leg.